Hey Rich Gang, you're watching Photo Shoot Tips and Tricks with MCKIE Rich Productions. I'm just going to give you guys a few tricks and tips that I use during photo shoots just to make my photos a little bit more interesting and to make the photo shoot go as smoothly as possible. We're using the Canon EOS R and I have a 50mm lens. We also have two LED lights. The one on the left is kind of a warm candlelight tungsten filter, and the one on the right is kind of a cooler fluorescent filter. I also have some car headlights in the background, which is also giving off a candlelight warm kind of hue. So when I'm shooting, I always like to start off with the headshots first before the full bodies. And that's because makeup is usually the freshest right at the beginning. So if you're doing headshots, you want everything to kind of look the greatest. And by the end of the shoot, hair, makeup, everything is kind of messed up. So I like to start off with that first. So the theme for this shoot was a dark, mysterious boudoir kind of feel. So we really wanted to play around the shadow. We wanted to play around with contrast and give off a lot of blue and purple hues. Here we actually had to switch sides because our model had a tattoo on the left side that we really wanted to show off. So that's another thing with your subject. Pay close attention to the specific things that you want to emphasize and just make sure you're capturing that in your photos. While I'm shooting, I like to have my grid set up on my camera where you can divide your screen into thirds. So if you really want to get a nice centered shot, you could put your subject right in the center. If you want a composition that's a little bit more interesting, you can put your subject in either one of the thirds. For this part of the shoot, we actually got to use some colored smoke bombs, so this was really fun. Here we're using the WP-40 grenade in green and purple. These are kind of cool. I really like the density and the thickness of the color. They only last about 1:30 to 2 minutes, so you really have to shoot quickly and get those different poses in. And those are some photography tips and tricks that I use. I hoped it was helpful for you guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me a DM or in my inbox. You can also contact us at www.MCKIERich.com.